Hi everyone. So I thought I would do my favorites for you. I'm not sure what month this, October favorites for 2014. Although I don't do favorites every month. It's just when I feel like there are things that I've really been enjoying, I'll do a video if I have time. They're not my favorite thing to do just because I feel kind of pressured to like find things that I've really been liking, and sometimes things just haven't really been speaking to me, or I just don't really have a whole lot to say about them. So this month I did feel like there were a lot of specific stuff that I'd really been enjoying, so I thought I would share them with you. So if you are interested in seeing what I've been loving lately in makeup and makeup tool land, then stick with me. Alright, so I think I'll do the makeup brushes first. So I remember seeing Emily from Beauty Broadcast, Emily Noel 83. She had talked about this brush a whole bunch, or not a whole bunch. She had talked about it several times possibly, saying that she really liked it, and it's the e.l.f. Complexion Brush, the Studio Complexion Brush. Whenever I saw it in the store, I thought, looks nice, but I don't love the shape. I don't know, there was something, I think I thought that it was more flat because, you know, it was really kind of squashed in the packaging. But this turns out to be, oh, so nice. It's so soft. It has such a nice cut to it. It's fluffier than I was expecting, and it's just a really nice size, and I just really like it. So I've been using this to apply like setting powder or like a finishing powder, kind of just whatever powder step I have at the end of my routine, and I really enjoy using it. So I'm super glad I got that in at $3, and you can buy it at Target. Awesome, I love that. Another brush that I bought, I believe because of Emily, was this Sonia Kashuk number 106, and this is the small shadow brush, and it's in the essentials or basics or whatever line, the ones that come in the plastic, you know, flat packaging. I have others from this line that I really like. I think it's a 109 maybe. Like pointed blending brush or tapered blending brush or something like that. Really like that brush. I have other small shadow brushes, and I really like those. There's a Sephora small shadow brush, which may be my favorite. I have a MAC 239, which honestly, I think I like both of this and the Sephora brush more than that. I just really like the size. I feel like the size on this one is really, it works on my eye shape really well. I have a tendency to get shadow everywhere, just because I have a lot of like the movable lid space and not a lot above it. So I don't know, maybe I'm just sloppy, I'm not really sure, but I like having smaller brushes. The only thing I didn't like about this one at first is that, you know, on my hand it doesn't feel at all scratchy, but on my lid sometimes the kind of the blunt edges of the bristles can be a little pokey, but I feel like after washing it a few times it's gotten slightly bit softer. So it's quite stiff, and it lays down product really well. I used this to do most of my look today using the Lorac Pro palette, the original one, which is probably my favorite eye palette ever. And it was just so easy to apply. I really like both of those things actually. And the last brush is from the Laura Mercier like dual decker palette that was from holiday last year, and it came with a crease brush. It says DE crease, and I'm like, is it decrease brush? Oh, I'm so confused. So what I like about this, I don't really have any brushes like this. It's long, but it's stiff, and it's just the right size. And I feel like for me, for my eye shape, it just really can kind of get into the crease and not get it up everywhere, because I have a tendency to get up into my eyebrow really quickly, and I don't know, I just really like the way that this can put a deeper color in, and I don't end up smearing it everywhere. So I've just been really enjoying that, and I feel like I have a lot more control over where I'm putting things on my eyes, and just like how it kind of blends things out a little bit but without spreading it. And how much product it picks up, and I don't know, I've been really liking it. So that is it for my tools. I have a bunch of lip products, so let's do the non-lip products. So this, sadly, this little sample is now over, but this is the sample for the Anastasia, oh, I see there's a little bit of powder here on the edges. For the Anastasia Duo in medium brown. I do dye my hair quite red. It's like a medium auburn, I think I'm doing it right now. Maybe it's a light auburn. I don't remember. I've changed. Maybe medium. But I feel like kind of a just medium brown works fine. And I am dyeing my brows now, which I need to redo because they're kind of growing out and looking a little strange. And the dye is a quite dark brown. So there is just something about how this applies. I go through, I have tried a lot of brow products, but I have not done a lot of like specific brow powders. I've used eyeshadows for brows quite a lot, but this was the first time that in any recent history that I tried an Anastasia Brow Duo, and the lighter color just applies so nicely to the inner part of my brow, where I have a tendency, because I kind of sweat right there, things tend to cling really strangely and look kind of patchy and weird when I'm applying it. And this just goes on so softly and just nicely that I'm buying this full size, which is hard to imagine being how many stinking brow products I have, but it just made doing my brows so easy. And the darker side was nice to kind of match up with the color of the darker brow hairs, and yeah. Last oh wait, no, there's a pencil here. Since we're in the eye region, this Maybelline Unstoppable highlighter in Twilight Pink. This is limited edition from who knows how long ago, 2 years ago, maybe more, I don't know. It's an eye pencil. This works on my, where is it? Right there. Hard to see. This lasts on my waterline really well. I feel like it's brightening without being very obvious, and it lasts on the waterline quite nicely. It fades quite nicely, but I still have product there a good 8+ hours. So I'm curious, I don't know if the Unstoppable liners, if they still make them, but it's dry enough, I think, that it actually sticks. Most things are too creamy for me and just don't stick very well. The Maybelline Master Drama, I remember Emily also mentioning that that worked well on her waterline. I got that and it was too creamy. It just moves around on me. So last, yes, this is the last non-lip thing. Paula's Choice Barely There Sheer Matte Tint in SPF 30, yep. And this is level 1 fair/light. I did a review demo of this, and I will link that below if you're curious. And it's very sheer light coverage, but I really like it. It applies really nicely. It doesn't settle into my pores. It evens things out a little bit. There is a little bit of a difference once I add powder. I look a little bit more done. This plus concealer plus a little bit of powder, and I feel like I have a finished face. That's what I'm wearing today, of course. And I don't want a lot of coverage, so this really works out well for me. It is a slight bit too dark, but since it's so sheer, it really doesn't matter, and I've just been loving it. It's kind of cut out a step in my morning routine. I'm not doing a separate moisturizer and SPF, so I really enjoy that, or a separate color product and a moisturizer with SPF. It's made my life a little bit easier, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm gonna buy it again. So a couple lip things. In general, I would say matte lipsticks I've really been enjoying. Specifically the new Maybelline Creamy Matte lipsticks. I am wearing this one today, and it is Nude Embrace. And that kind of goes hand in hand with this Rimmel Nude lip liner. I was getting a little hysterical about this lip liner. I just like the color so much. For whatever reason, it's not a color I've ever tried before, but it's a very nice nude for my skin tone. My coloring would be in MAC terms around NC 10, maybe between, yeah, we'll go with NC 10. And usually nude or natural lip liners are fairly dark and fairly like really brown on me, but this is more of a tawny color, I would say. And I just feel like it works really well with my kind of warm undertone, with my fair skin, with the red hair, with the freckles. I feel like it just goes. And I was loving it so much, but I was going through this so fast because I was using it as a full lip color that I was just dying to find something that was a lipstick that I could wear that wouldn't go away so quickly. And I surprisingly, shockingly, this Maybelline Creamy Matte, I just had this kind of flash of insight like, oh, I think this might be a similar color because it's, you know, more brown, a little bit more of that tawny color. They're very similar. So that's the liner and this is the lipstick. And I have the liner on the outside and the lipstick just on the inside. I really do like this formula. I have, I think, 4 colors now. I have the Mesmerizing Magenta, Siren and Scarlet, Nude Embrace, and Daringly Nude. And I feel like the lighter colors maybe are slightly more drying. The other ones, I would say, for me personally, every lip product is a little bit drying feeling, but they're just as comfortable as like a cream lipstick, and they don't actively make my lips flake. The lighter colors, I'm still not really sure. I feel like they're a little bit harder on my lips, but I'm not really sure. Another formula I've really been liking of mattes is the Rimmel Kate lipsticks. This one is in 104. I also picked up a nude color. This one's just a very rose color. I don't really have a lot of lipsticks this color, and I like it a lot. Similar, I would say they wear and feel fairly similar to me. These, the Rimmel has kind of a sweet rose, sweet violet maybe scent, and but it doesn't linger as much as something like the Color Riche, the L'Oreal Color Riche do. I feel like this one goes away a little bit faster, and that it's sweet, it makes it a little bit less annoying that it's a floral, slightly. Maybelline, the Creamy Matte smells like all Maybelline lipsticks do. Yeah, it's just, people say I think Play-Doh. I don't really associate it with Play-Doh, but to me it's just like an unscented makeup product. It's got a smell, but it's not something like they've added, whatever. So I don't mind. And I also don't feel like that one sticks around. But yeah, I've been really liking matte lips. I feel like these formulas are things that I can actually wear despite the fact that I have very, very dry, problematic lips. You know, they're easy to wear. And this kind of tawny color, this tawny apricot brownish thing, I don't know, I'm loving it. I'm really surprised. Maybe it's the whole 90s thing, 90s revival thing just got to me. I'm not feeling the clothes, the 90s revival of clothes, but I seem to kind of like this more brown color on the lips. So all right, I'm going with it. I'm happy. I like it. So there's that. So I think that's everything for my favorites of the past few months or so. Let me know what your favorites are, if there's anything you've really been liking. If you've tried any of these, let me know if you tried out those Creamy Matte lipsticks. I think Crystal from Beauty by Crystal, she was really the one that kind of pushed me over the edge on originally buying them, so I gotta mention her there and say thank you, Crystal. It was really worth it. And of course I saw the Rimmel Mattes on Emily's videos. Yeah. Anyway, I think that is everything. So I hope you are having a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it as always, and I'll see you soon.